is. We all know how important it is to stay hydrated, but chances are we're either not getting enough water or we might even be drinking the wrong water.
Yeah,
that's possible.
Yeah, it's true. Our next guest decided to study the substance. Water sommelier Martin Riese has made a splash in the culinary world, teaching us that there is much more to the beverage than meets the eye.
That's right. He has traveled far and wide to uncover the flavors of water and the science behind how it's bottled, how it's processed, why we consume it, why we need more. Apparently there is a hierarchy, and there he is.
Thank you.
The man himself,
I'm
Martin.
feeling so hydrated already when I'm
God.
here in the studio.
I'm dehydrated.
This is great. But you said, like you said earlier, maybe not the right water, not enough water. You can actually drink too much water as well. A lot of people don't know that. Water intoxication can be very serious and dangerous when you like the whole day parching yourself and then you think in the evening, oh my God, I forgot to drink water. And then you're shoving down all this water. This can be actually extremely be careful.
Okay.
Because your sodium level in your body will sink extremely through because you're flushing all this liquid into your body suddenly.
Yeah.
So when you're extremely parched, always eat and drink, but never just drink
Never
water.
just
It's
drink.
not healthy. That's not healthy.
And be merry.
I'm going to learn a lot here.
Yes.
Okay, we know a wine sommelier.
Yes.
I like wine too. That's my
I know.
other water. Hey.
I think it's all our other water.
Exactly.
Yes.
So what is it? What exactly is a water sommelier?
So a water sommelier, and you can tell already how passionate I am behind water. My story started as a child. I was fascinated about the tap water qualities in Europe, but not from a quality standpoint because I was 4 or 5 years old. I had no clue what's in the water. I was fascinated how different the water tasted to me.
Yeah. Really?
So I didn't care about the bottled water we had in the car because I already knew the taste. So I wanted to taste something new because water has taste. It's a myth that people say,
it doesn't.
no, there's no taste to it, it's all the same. No, it's all the same from a chemical standpoint, it's H2O, but every water has minerals dissolved. And you can measure them by TDS, stands for total dissolved solids. And the more minerals are dissolved in a water, the stronger will taste the water. It's kind of like cooking a soup, no salt, tasteless, adding a little salt, all the flavors suddenly appear, too much salt, down the drain.
Yes,
So,
exactly.
Wow.
Huh.
This is fascinating. So talk to us about direct water versus indirect water.
a lot of people don't know that. So how many gallons of water are we using actually on a daily basis? So the direct water use, on average in America, per person is around 100 gallons, what we're using every day.
100 gallons
100
per
gallons
person.
per person per day. And that is the water we're using when we're brushing our teeth in the morning, when we take shower, correct. We're cooking, we're washing our dishes. So that's around 100 gallons.
Okay.
That's direct water because you can see the water, you can engage with the water. The indirect water use is actually way higher because indirect water is you're eating an apple, the apple comes from a tree, and the tree needs to have water to grow the apple. So that's your indirect water use. And that can get very scary, these numbers.
Why do you say that, though?
So
Why is it scary?
Because we always know, we're always talking about we should conserve water. We have 325 million trillion gallons of water on this planet. But 97% of this crazy number is in the ocean. We cannot drink that.
Right.
Then another 2/3 of the fresh water we have on this planet is actually trapped in icebergs and glaciers. Again, we don't have access to it. So this whole planet, everybody who lives on this planet runs on 1% water.
Wow.
Really?
And not just we, our furry little animals love water too.
Yeah.
And then
Think
our
about
machines love water. So for example, a can of soda, around 7 gallons of water has been used to create one can of soda.
Wow.
7 gallons. One juicy cheeseburger, and don't get me wrong, I like my cheeseburgers as well. Barbecue season is coming up. I have the perfect barbecue water as well here on the table. But one nice cheeseburger, around 600 gallons of water has been
For
used.
one cheeseburger.
For one cheeseburger.
That's amazing.
So I think the more we know, the better it is for this planet. And knowledge is power. And my job as a water sommelier is to bring the knowledge to you, to the consumer, to everybody, that you can make better decisions in your personal lifestyle to maybe conserve water and to taste water.
Well, you brought some for us to taste.
Sure did.
Correct.
Okay.
I have
So
4
let's
different
start.
waters today.
Wow.
And
Okay.
they all have different TDS, because we already learned water has taste based on the TDS levels.
Okay.
So these waters all have different numbers. So we're starting here with the well from Armenia.
Armenia.
Armenia. So we're doing a little round trip around the world without leaving the studio.
I
How
love
cool
it.
is that?
Very.
So this is
These are all
water.
still waters.
2 still, 2 sparkling.
Okay.
So the well water has a TDS of 190.
190.
190 TDS.
What does that mean?
So this is the
just
overall
gonna
mineral
taste it.
composition. So when you compare these numbers to maybe purified water brands, and you know the Smart Choice has a TDS of 28. There's barely anything in there.
You don't taste, it's just smooth.
Yeah, even when people are saying like, oh, but I'm buying it for electrolytes. Yeah, this has so much more electrolytes in it
This
because
is good
minerals, electrolytes,
This is
and
better than
electrolytes.
tap.
Yes.
are
I
salts.
like it. I like this. He gave you a heavy pour.
Oh, sorry.
I might have to
You
run out
know
and
that
come
this is
back.
the most important thing in a water taste. You need to know where the restrooms are. Huh?
Exactly. All right, the next
So
one.
I'm the Harry Potter of waters because with this water I can do a little magic. Because
Okay.
this is a still water from Denmark. The TDS is 320.
Okay.
But
I'm like, I'm gonna have to walk away.
Martin has overhydrated me. But let's see what's happening when I shake this bottle. And you see it's getting cloudy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
What are you doing to us?
Like, look at this.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
what
happening?
is this?
Why?
What is
Because
it?
this is not carbonation. It's a still water again. There's no bubbles.
Well, then what is that?
But you
Is it
clearly
air?
see bubbles. You're very good.
It's air.
It is air.
Ah.
But when I do this here,
There is none. All right, put it in this glass. Does it taste better?
so
I'm about to
what
find
is
out.
happening
Okay.
with this water? So iskilde means ice spring in the Danish language, and cold water holds more air bubbles than warm water does.
Meaning
So
when it's
when they're bottling
packaged,
it,
when
correct?
they're
When they're
bottling
bottling it, it comes from this extremely cold source, and they're bottling it, putting the seal on, and then now this oxygen or the air bubbles are trapped in this water, and now I can release it when I open the bottle. It's
Martin,
pretty
if
cool.
I'm being honest, I like this one over
So
this
do
one.
I.
Why is that?
This actually has kind of a flavor to it. I feel like there's a little
Oh,
bit
absolutely.
of taste to it.
I
And then
think
we
it's
have-
very interesting. It's almost like earthy in the aftertaste.
Maybe that's why. Maybe it tastes
But
right.
we have to
now
move.
you already
Hit us.
can taste the difference.
Yeah.
I love this.
We have two left.
Okay, Saratoga. I think a very classic water here, especially here from. I have to be a little bit careful with. I don't want to get
You
everybody.
have us. You're giving us a
Chugging.
very healthy
Chug,
pour, sir.
Yeah, we have to do smaller pours here.
Jesus,
While
here,
you're
look at
doing
this.
this
So
business,
much carbonation
a question: can you actually get hydrated from carbonated water?
here. Yes, you can.
You can.
Yes, absolutely. It's a myth.
So
But
that's
it's
a myth.
different.
Water is
But it has
is
to
in
be
that
water,
way water.
not seltzer.
Correct. No.
You can drink
Seltzer water is a water.
Okay.
But seltzer water is
Here we go.
nothing else
Cheers.
than
Cheers.
tap water with carbonation. That's a
Okay,
seltzer.
cheers.
Okay.
But your body is very sophisticated. The only thing what
Oh,
your
I
body
love
will
this.
do with carbonated water, you're gonna burp a
love-
little bit, and that's it.
Now, brass
but
tacks.
it will hydrate you.
Brass tacks at home. Are you drinking from the tap? Do you have a water filter?
So yes.
Or do
I
these
think-
companies just send you a gazillion
No.
water
One more.
bottles?
Obviously, I have tons of water at home. I have 400 different brands at home. I have a whole water closet, what I call it. What people have
But
in a
it's
wine
a different
cellar.
kind of
You have a
water
water
closet.
I have a water closet with 400 different brands.
For other
in there.
people, a water closet means something else.
Exactly.
It's where you go
I
after
know.
you drink
I
all
did
the
this
water.
on purpose. I have even a sign on that
And
door.
this last one is
Vichy
also
Catalan from
fizzy.
Barcelona, a little bit northern of Barcelona. This is a TDS of 40 Saratoga, so this is very, very smooth.
Swirled it like a wine.
I swirl it like we're drinking
This
wine.
is very salty, just to give you the heads up.
Salty?
It's super salty.
I don't like that one.
Ew, I don't like that.
It's a TDS of 3052.
Ew.
This has more electrolytes than a sports drink.
So,
But
so after we run our marathon, we're going to hit this.
this is incredibly good for your
It is.
marathon.
Yeah.
Plus,
No, thank
that's
you.
my barbecue water.
I'm glad I'm not
Cheers.
going to be running any
Martin.
marathons.
Thank you for doing the work.
Always.
you.
That is fantastic.
I learned so much.
When are you going to invite us over to your water closet? Because that's
You're
what we need
always
right about
welcome.
now.
Yeah.
By the way, coffee is not dehydrating, it's a myth.
Oh.
And second, alkalinity water, alkaline water, high pH water, complete nonsense. It's a marketing gimmick to sell people tap water.
All right.
That's all what it is.
Somebody get me a
So-
coffee.